Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video. Excuse me. And today we're once again diving down the road of hip hop, and we're going to be looking at a band called Twiztid. Now I have heard of them before because being a fan of Insane Clown Posse, you know, they've been mentioned in some of ICP's music, and also a couple of days ago I did a reaction to a track by Prozac featuring Tech 9 and Twiztid, which was the first time I'd ever actually heard anything by the band. But I didn't actually know anything about the band, so as is my norm, I did a little bit of research. And I came up with Twiztid is an American hip-hop duo from Detroit, Michigan, formed in 1997, so they've been around for quite a while. Twiztid members Jamie Madrox and Monoxide were former members of the group House of Crazies, which disbanded a year after the duo's departure. They didn't really find out much else other than that. Now, as I said, they did have some ties with Insane Clown Posse. Whether or not they still do, I don't know, because I reacted to an ICP track a little while ago. Can't remember which one it was, where they seem to be slamming Twiztid. So, you know, I'm not sure what the circumstances between the two bands. However, we're going to be looking at a track called Breakdown. Tried to have a look up what the song was about, didn't really find much, but I've got the lyrics up here as I normally do, so I can look through them as we go. I'm very interested to see where this goes, because like I said, I am quite a fan of Insane Clown Posse. I do like some hip-hop music, so this should be interesting to see what this is like. So I think we'll just get straight to it, and I'll put a link to the original video in the description below, as I normally do. But yes, this is Breakdown by Twiztid. Here we go. Ooh.
Sometimes it can be much harder when you feel like you're becoming a target. Gotta embrace the bullseye and let them all know that they're looking in the mind of a monster, looking for anybody who wanna regard us. I don't want any money, I wanna leave them heartless. I just wanna tell them if I had it my way, you'd have never had a motherfucking heart to start with. Let's go, and everybody show me the way to my soul. Keeping it wicked in the way that I know, but I get lost like a mistoss and the ball goes out the window. Not a motherfucking role model. We don't die, could be the only motto. About to break down every one of you hoes and make sure the world knows it's speaking hollow. I'm a beast to follow, let alone looking for a beat to swallow. It'll be 52 weeks tomorrow since I started my killing the weak shit embargo. Hit them all in a precious cargo. Ego killer on a sneak like Argo. Maybe I'll say the world tomorrow, but right now your time is borrowed.
Well, very interesting. It's not terrible. The song itself, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, from what it seems like it's possibly talking about, you know, not being a victim, standing up for yourself and stuff like that. So it opens up with, sometimes it could be much harder when you feel like you're becoming a target. Got to embrace the bullseye and let them know that they're looking in the mind of a monster. So sometimes it could be much harder when you feel like you're becoming a target, you know, when people start like attacking you, like verbally, you know, knocking you down, dissing you, telling you that you're bad and useless. And it says here you've got to embrace the bullseye. So it's like, rather than being a target, you know, be the well, I don't know, got to embrace the bullseye, you know, embrace the fact that they're attacking you, and it says let them all know they're looking into the mind of a monster. So it's like, you know, let them know, you know, whilst they are attacking you, whilst you are technically a target, let them know that you will not go down quietly, that you are not a passive person who's just going to sit there and take it. You are going to retaliate. Looking for anybody who want to regard this. I don't want any money. I just want to leave. I want to leave them heartless. I just want to tell them if I had it my way, they'd never have a motherfucking heart to start with. It's like, I don't want any money. I want to leave them heartless. That's sort of like, I don't know. Is that like, I don't know. Yeah, I want to leave them heartless. Is that like, he wants to knock them down. He wants to make them feel soulless, like it's not worth living anymore. You know, he's going to attack them back, and they're going to like wish that they were dead. I don't know. I just want to tell them if I had it my way, you'd never have a heart to start with. So it's like, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about the. I want to let them know that I wouldn't have to worry about them, because if I had it my way, they would never have been born. Let's go. Can anybody show me the way to my soul, keeping it wicked in every way that I know? But I get lost like a missed toss and the ball goes out the window. Not a f***ing role model. We don't die, it'll be the only motto. So... I mean, there's a line there, keeping it wicked in every way that I know. It's like, you know, trying to make the best of everything, you know, trying to be the best you can possibly be, you know, trying to stay strong in the face of all the attacks. But I get lost like a missed toss and the ball goes out the window. So it's like, you know, there's only so much he can deal with. And, you know, when he's on his own, maybe, you know, he struggles and sort of maybe goes off the rails a little bit. He's not a role model, seems pretty obvious, but we don't die, it'll be the only motto. So it's sort of like, you know, you can knock us down, but I will get back up, you are not going to defeat me. About to break down every one of you hoes. I'll make sure the world knows who's weak and hollow. I'm a beast to follow, let it all looking for a beat to swallow. It'll be 52 weeks tomorrow since I started my killing, the weak shit embargo. Hid 'em all in precious cargo, ego killer, wanna sleep like all go. Maybe I'll save the world tomorrow, but right now your time is borrowed. So he's basically going on about the fact, you know, like, you know, you can attack me all you want, you can insult me, you can do whatever you want to me, but I will come back at you, I will knock you down, and you will not get back up. Because, you know, you can try and knock me down, but every time you knock me down, I'll get back up and I will come back at you. Then it does the hook or chorus, I'm not sure. It says, breakdown, I can hear him calling, I can't stop from falling. Someone save me now, I'm just so confused now, feeling used and let down. So, you know, breakdown, I can hear him calling, I can't stop from falling. So it's like, you know, he can hear the people, you know, verbally attacking him. He can read what people are saying about him or whatever. And he can't help but, you know, be hurt by it. And it says, someone save me now. It's like, you know, someone help me. Someone, you know, tell me that I can do it. It says, I'm just so confused now, feeling used and let down. So it's like, you know, people who he may have once considered friends have now turned against him, maybe, I don't know. So it's quite interesting. Quite an interesting meaning to the song as well, if I'm getting it right. I'm not entirely sure. Yes, I think we'll carry on and see where this goes.
I'm calling, get down. I'm just so confused. let down.
Feel it real in your heart like it's fine to die. Shit, it's a cold ass world, better pack your nice shit. Bring it down to the depths of this. Overshadowed, expecting this. If you can see that it heavenless, malevolent. Never said it would get any better when life's weighing my patient, making me feel hesitant to have any real feelings is relevant. Blessed to never forget like an elephant. Don't fit like shotgun shells up in the diligence amongst the square pegs. Feeling more like a cylinder. Swing to the symphony, metrodome of the musical gravitation is pulling you close. From microphones to ear holes, they say there was zeros or fork tongues, waking the dead, making some new foes. A simple stain, a permanent pain on a mission to take the clear soul. Y'all know this attracting hope, but the lack thereof be the true scope, but no growth. Scapegoats and sailboats soon become sinking ships with escape rap for cutthroats. Stay afloat, cause we back again, and we just in the crack. History defined the top 10, the rest can drop dead. There's no stopping when the twins are infected, we twisted to the end.
I'm calling, get down. I'm just so confused now, feeling used to let down. Break down. I can hear them calling, I can't stop them falling. Someone save me now.
Well, that was interesting. That was yeah. It was I was actually expecting a much more sort of in your face, sort of hard hitting sort of song, you know, like really heavy like bass in the background and heavy beats and stuff like that, but that was actually quite a relatively calm and passive sounding track musically. Vocally as well. I mean, there wasn't any really like in your face sort of almost shouted vocals, really, was there? So we came back in with the vocals here. It says, "Feel it real in your heart, like it's ride or die. It's a cold ass world, better pack a nice pick and bring it down to the depths of this, overshadow respecting this, expecting this to be conceited and heavenless, but never live, never settle again any better when life's weighing my patience, making me feel heaven. And if I have any real feelings that's relevant, blessed to never forget like an elephant. Don't fit like shotgun shells up in the Dillinger, among the square pegs, feeling more like a cylinder." So, you know, within that first part there, you know, it's a cold ass world, better pack an ice pick. So it's like, well, it basically speaks for itself. You know, it's a cold world. People were so apathetic, and you know, they don't care. You know, they will sit there and then they will dig at someone, they will insult someone, they will attack someone just because everybody else is doing it. You know, nobody cares anymore. And it says better pack a nice pick. So it's sort of like, you know, you can take all the abuse that they're giving you, and you just get your way out of it. You know, take a nice pick, fight your way back out of it. You know, chip away and knock down all these things that are getting you down. Says life's weighing my patience, making me feel heaven. So that to me sounds like, you know, he's getting fed up of the way life is, you know, with, you know, the state of the world and, you know, the state of the way people are these days. He's starting to get sick and tired of people being the way they are. He says, make me feel heaven. So he sounds like he's sort of like, I'm sick of this, you know, maybe I should just off myself and, you know, just get away from it all. And if I have any feelings that's relevant, blessed to never forget like an elephant. So, you know, if again, it's sort of like people don't seem to care about anybody's feelings anymore. So everybody's so self-involved. You know, it's like nobody seems to care what anybody else is feeling. It's like I'm you know, offended by this. I'm this, I'm that, I'm everything else. You know, nobody cares about people's feelings as a whole. And there's a line there that I quite like: amongst the square pegs, feeling more like a cylinder. So he feels like the odd one out, you know, because he obviously cares more or feels differently to everybody around him, because everybody around him is maybe like a sheep and just following the flock, you know, doing what is expected of them, whereas he's sort of like stepping outside the box and being an individual. Then it goes, swing to the symphony metrodome. I'm not sure if that's actually spelled properly. And the musical gravitations are pulling you. Close for microphones and ear holes are fitted with zeros, or forked tongues waking the dead, making some new foes a simple stain. And permanent pain on a mission to take the clear throat. You'll know this attracting hope, but the lack thereof to be the true scope, but no rope. Scapegoats in sailboats soon become sinking ships with escape rafts for cutthroats. Stay afloat, cause we back again, and we destined to crack heads. We defy the top 10, the rest can drop dead. There's no stopping when the twins are infected with Twiztid to the end. So, permanent pain on a mission to take the clear throat. So is that like, is that sort of talking about a constant struggle, you know, fighting against the way the world is? And it says to take the clear throat. Is that like speaking the truth and, you know, not letting anything like get in the way of it? I'm not sure. Because the next line is, you'll know this attracting hope. So it's like, you know, the clear throat is like talking the truth, speaking the truth, and, you know, trying to give hope to the people that have become so apathetic and, you know, just... And there's that one as well. Scapegoats in sailboats soon become sinking ships with escape crafts for cutthroats. So it's like, you know, all these people that get the blame laid on them, you know, that eventually they're going to turn around and be like, do you know what? I'm not going to be this. I'm going to fight back. I'm going to attack. I'm going to take back what is mine. I am going to be the better person. I'm not going to let people tread on me. Oh, wow, suddenly got very, very bright. It says, stay afloat because we're back again. We destined to crack heads. We define the top 10. The rest can drop dead. Stay afloat because we're back again, you know. It's like, you know, keep being who you are, because we're back, we're behind you, and we are going to knock down these people that, you know, oppose us or insult us or attack us. So, yes, it's an interesting meaning to the song if I'm reading it properly. It's like standing up to, you know, all these people that might try and put you down. I quite like it, and the actual track itself was quite good. I mean, there wasn't anything like really spectacular about it, but it was quite an interesting song. And like I said, it's my first proper listen to something by Twiztid. I mean, I've heard them in a collaboration, but, you know, that's not their overall sound and style. It's somebody else's sound and style with them just contributing. But they're quite good, and you can definitely see the sort of Insane Clown Posse sort of influence floating around there, especially in the makeup. It was pretty good, pretty interesting. I do have other Twiztid tracks that I've got to listen to, so I'll be very interested to see what they're like. So, yeah. That wasn't bad. I actually like the way the music and the lyrics went together, and, you know, the style of the music and the style of the lyrics, they worked together, rather than being like really pretty heavy, hard-hitting music like I was expecting. And the vocals, you know, I was expecting those to be pretty hard and heavy, but really it was a relatively soft song. Soft isn't the right word, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it was a relatively soft song for what I was expecting. So yes, I'll be interested to see what the other tracks of theirs I have are like, but I'm going to leave that as it is. If anybody would like to suggest a track for me to react to, then please do so by all means. You can drop a comment in the comments section below, or you can message me on my Facebook or my Instagram. The links for those are below. Just know that if you suggest a track, it might take a while for me to get around to it, because I get suggested dozens of tracks every single day, and I do write down every single track that gets suggested to me, but the list grows faster than I can record them. So the track will get done eventually. It will just take me a while to get to it. Also, Metalhead Reacts is a proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are a British-based charity whose main focus is to put an end to hate crimes, most notably hate crimes aimed towards people of alternative subculture. People who wear alternative clothing or listen to alternative music. Because hate crimes in general are pretty well known of, homophobia, transphobia, racism, sexism, these sorts of things. These sort of things, you hear them almost daily. What you don't hear about too often is the kind of hate crimes that target specific people because of the music they listen to or the way that they dress. Getting targeted for the way that they dress is becoming a little more well known because of these people wearing hijabs or whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called. But when it comes to verbally or physically attacking someone just because of the style of music that they're listening to, it's getting beyond stupid. I mean, this is the sort of thing that happens in the playground of like preschool. Bullying someone, attacking someone, beating someone up because you don't like their taste in music is beyond ridiculous. I mean, it is schoolyard logic. I mean, the music that they listen to in their own time, in their own space, doesn't affect you in any shape, way or form. So why should you feel the need to attack someone for it? It doesn't make any impact on your life. That person listens to that music. Big deal. They're not attacking you for listening to whatever music you listen to. There's no right music or fashion for the world. There's not like a law saying you must wear these clothes, you must listen to this music. Everybody's entitled to be an individual, and it's something that needs to be addressed because I've been attacked numerous times just because I listen to heavy metal music. Many of my friends have been attacked for it as well. I've been attacked because I have long hair. I've been attacked because I've got piercings. And it's stupid because I can't, for the life of me, I know I've tried to figure out how people rationalise it in their head, how they think that it's an okay thing to do. And I just cannot for the life of me figure it out. Sitting there thinking, you know what, I'm going to beat this person up because they listen to different music. Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if everybody on this planet liked exactly the same stuff, it would be a very boring place to live. No new music would ever be invented because we'd all be listening to the same stuff over and over and over again. If we all liked the same films, if we all liked the same books, nothing new would happen. It would just be boring. The world would be beige, basically. It would be incredibly dull. It would be incredibly boring. So, everybody is entitled to be an individual. Everybody is entitled to be who they want to be. I mean, as long as they're living their life within the confines of the law, no one has any right to say whether what they're doing is right or wrong. Everybody is entitled to be who they want to be. And this is the thing that, the Sophie Lancaster Foundation are trying to get across. Nobody should go out of their house worrying that they might get beaten up just because of the way they're dressed or just because of the music that they listen to. And I think it's definitely worthwhile because, like I said, it's something that doesn't get enough attention. Because, it happens more often than people think. It just doesn't get the attention that it needs. But if you want to find out more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, there is a link to the website in the description below. You can go over there, find out what they're doing at the moment, find out what their main goal is, because they can explain it so much better than I can, because I just randomly waffle on. And if you can help them in any way, that's absolutely amazing, even if it's something as simple as one of these Sophie bracelets, which I think are about £1 on their store. There is also these ones. They're a bit more. I can't remember how much they are, but you know, every little bit helps, and every little bit is greatly appreciated, because, like I said, it's something that needs to end. And yeah, look into it. But we'll leave that as it is for the time being. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.